Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Untapped Healing, where we help you tap into your healing potential. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my alkaline stew recipe. This stew recipe is an absolute lifesaver because the only alternative was my mother's African stew. And though it tastes good, it had all the sacrifices in it. It had all the animals in it that cause all the mucus forming problems in our body that is just destroying our being. And though she isn't ready to make the jump to completely eliminating the nonsense out of her diet, I mean, I'm here today and you're here today. So we're about to learn this recipe. This alkaline stew recipe is not only good for you, but it tastes really good. We don't cook unless it tastes good. Please understand this. And it takes a long time to experiment in order to get it the way you want it to. But hopefully in today's episode, I help accelerate that process. Yo, let's get into it. You got your squash. Squash is like the grittiness in the stew. Gives it some texture. It tastes really good with it as well. Red onion, extremely essential. Bell pepper, extremely essential. All organic, everything organic, very important. The stew, like the sauce recipe, will be in the description below. Sesame oil. I combine that with grapeseed oil. When I use sesame oil, because sesame oil is pretty strong, but you can use grapeseed oil by itself. You can use avocado oil by itself. You can even use sesame oil by itself, but again, sesame oil is a bit strong. Himalayan sea salts. We need all the minerals. Thyme, ginger, basil, savory. I love savory. Savory just makes it go crazy. And then agave nectar as a sweetener. If you like your stew spicy, you can throw some cayenne pepper in there, make it real spicy. But I don't really like my stew that spicy. Let's get into it. All right. So first, you want to add the base foundation. First, you want to turn on the stove, put it to like a medium heat, and then oils down. The whole recipe will be in the description below as well, so you can really quickly look at it there. This is your oil foundation. I feel like the oil foundation, when you add the seasons and everything, like it really makes it pop. Like just it's that flavor before all of the rest of the stuff comes in. So what I like to base it with is ginger. Bless it with the ginger. I think the holes on this is really small. But ginger, whole lot of ginger. Thyme. I'm gonna throw the thyme foundation on there as well. Like I really like the open jar lids because you just toss as much as you want really quickly. But this definitely teaches the patience that is needed for cooking. Oh yeah. So you want a good base layer of thyme. You want that to warm up a bit, simmer, you feel me? Now, while this is warming up, this is when we go into chopping up all of our greens, our herbs. So very important. Make sure you keep a clean surface area. But after I put down my thyme and my ginger, I cut down the onion and then I put the onion on top. So it's like the base layer seasoning is done. So onions first on the chopping. You could tell, fellas, as you could tell, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a professional chef, nor do I have any aspiration to be, but I am a consistent chef. I cook my meals every week. Not only do I love them, but my lady friends love them as well. Guys, please learn how to cook. Please learn how to cook. You'll thank me later. So here we chop up these onions. Gotta give it that love motion. That thank you motion. Toss these out. Onions is getting the crispy texture. Very important for the onions to get the texture. We don't want them too cooked, but we do want them to have like a little crispiness on the edges a little bit. And then while this is getting its texture, getting real right, we want to chop up our squash because we'll be adding that in soon. This recipe is really quick, guys. We will not be here all day. It's like after you make this right here, everything else is easy. Like, the blocks, chopping blocks. Keep all the squash blocked up. You feel me? Let me add them in. So I add in the agave nectar after I put in the peppers. I usually actually messed up, guys, but like it's the onions, the peppers. So you put the oil, you put your seasoning down, then you put the peppers, and then after your peppers and everything simmers together and you get all of it together, then you put in the squash. I put in the squash by mistake because you guys got me a little nervous or whatever. I don't know. Smells so good. Squash. Gotta give it love, gotta give it love. So you add your salt, family. And any other seasonings you are going to add. This is when you add these seasonings. So right here we got savory. So we got the salt on top, got the savory. And then we mix it up. Swag it out. Giving it love. Gotta give it love. Blessings. Taste it, I guess. See what it's tasting like. So right now we got the base oils down. We got sesame, grapeseed oil, but thyme as the base, ginger as the base. Then we chopped up onions, threw it in there. Then we chopped up peppers. Normally we would chop up peppers in there. So it's the peppers and onions and then the season all marinate and go crazy. Then you put the squash in last because you still want the squash to stay fresh. You don't want it to be cooked. You don't want it to be cooked too much. You want it to be fresh. So that when you're eating it, you're eating fresh vegetable and you're getting the nutrients for the most part. And And then we put the last seasonings on. We put savory, we put some salt on top, and then now we're going to add the sauce. So the sauce, we season to taste underneath, so everything tastes the way I would want it to. And then now when we add the sauce, it's just like, oh my gosh. It just brings everything together. And now I'll put the link again, I'll put the link to the sauce below. But please, like, if you don't think you got the time to do the sauce, go and get like your most alkaline spaghetti sauce at the store or something. Just get something, because if you try this recipe, like when I started making this recipe, it was only with spaghetti sauce and it tasted amazing. Just get your hands on some organic spaghetti sauce, throw it in here, and I promise you'll get similar results. But I mean, if you want it 100% alkaline, please look in the description below. Tomato sauce just brings it all together. Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could smell what I'm smelling right now. So if you're smelling what I'm really smelling while I'm smelling, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Smelly smell, the smelly smell smells. It's crazy right now. I usually let it sit for about 5 minutes before I start tasting and seeing what it all tastes like together. Just let it marinate, let all the flavors blend in together and whatnot. But yeah, guys, after I taste this, maybe I'll add the last batch of the seasoning in it, depending on if I feel as though it needs it. And then that's pretty much it. After you chop up all the vegetables, chop up your onions, put it in and everything, I'm telling you, literally, you get the most amazing alkaline stew you have ever tasted in your life. A little bit of lime. It still needs a little bit of time of cooking together, but it's tasting good. It's tasting good. And that's it, guys. Alkaline stew complete. After the lime, I just let it simmer for a little bit, and yo, I think it's about done. Alkaline stew is tasting really, really, really tasty. Let me put Holmes away. This will last me about a week, guys, easily. And I eat this every single day. And that's all for today, family. I hope you guys enjoyed this alkaline stew recipe. I hope you go for it and apply it in your life. And if you're transitioning from consuming the foods that aren't the best for you, and you are watching videos like this in order to improve your diet, I wish you the best of luck. I give you this energy of love. I hope that you go forth and you keep on the steady, narrow path. Because if you do, you're gonna reap the rewards. You're gonna have the energy. You're gonna have the synapses functioning properly. You're gonna have everything. It's abundance. Health is wealth, bro. Health is wealth, man. Let's get it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Absolutely love you guys. Stay well.